Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. What am I working on? Well, I will be taking off this plastic piece here which covers the ignition coils and the spark plugs underneath, as well as the wiring harness for the coils. I would like to take a look at the state of things. The car is new to me, so I'm frankly curious. I would like to know what's going on underneath and just make sure everything is right. I don't have any codes, issues, performance hesitations, or anything like that, but I know other owners have had issues, and the reason usually is that moisture gets under this cover and then makes its way into the cavities where the spark plugs are and where the coils are. And that moisture then prevents the electrical signal from the coils to travel to the spark plugs, which then could misfire or not work optimally, and that could lead to engine problems, computer codes on the dashboard, and so on. I don't have any of that, but I would like to still know what's going on under there. So this is what I'll be doing today. You may ask, well, how does moisture get in there? What is the mechanism, right? There are three main ways. The first way is specifically for the supercharged vehicles, the XKRs, they outright have vents on the hood, on both sides of the hood. Those are for heat dissipation because the engine gets hotter. You want to have a way for that heat to escape, and that's great. But when the car is in the rain, water literally pours through these vents and comes down right here onto this area, and then the water would kind of sneak through and get inside. So that's the first sort of way of moisture getting in there if you have a supercharged vehicle. Another way is these expansion tanks for the engine coolant sometimes could leak either from the hose here or from the sort of seam here, or they could crack, and like a small leak could develop, a drip, where the moisture again, the coolant would get down here and make its way inside. So that's the second way. The third way you could get moisture in there is not actually through water or coolant, but rather through engine oil. And that is if your valve cover is leaking, specifically around those round seals, which are placed around each of the ignition coils, around each of those wells, those cavities. There are round seals. If those are leaking, you would get engine oil seeping past those seals and down into the hose where the spark plugs are. So that's another way you could have moisture in there, which again would interfere with the operation of the spark plugs. So I will now pause the video here, start taking this off, and then I'll turn it on a bit later in the process and see what we have. Alright, I'm back, and it's actually the following day. The reason why it's the following day is that yesterday when I started taking the bolts out, I very quickly found out that I don't have enough clearance here and here, and I need a small wrench, which I actually didn't have in any of my kits, so I had to go buy this. It's a 7mm small wrench to be able to reach this bolt and this bolt here. Worked really well, no issues whatsoever. Just having the right tool makes all the difference. I now have everything out. This is the only one left. I have it loosened. Let's get this out as well, and we'll take a look at what's underneath the cover. I'll just put this to the side. Oh, the cover doesn't fall off. Okay, so maybe one side note. Usually when I take bolts away, screws away, washers, anything really, I like to keep things organized, and I put them in small Ziploc bags. See, I've labeled this coil cover. My bolts are here. I'll drop everything inside. This way I know where things came from, and it's much easier when I'm reassembling. I also have another bag ready called ignition coils. The bolts which hold the individual ignition coils will be placed in this Ziploc. All right, let's take the cover off. Oh, it's actually quite heavy. Plastic metal inserts for the bolts. Oh, this is interesting. So this is some sort of rubberized perimeter here. It's not really a gasket, but there is some kind of rubberized material. I don't know if there we go, you can see it. It's some sort of rubberized material that has been applied on top of the plastic to act as a gasket. So let's put this to the side. I'll take the phone off and move it around a bit. Let's see. Okay, so I have the 4-wire coils. The older models had 2-wire coils. These are 4-wire. And I must say everything looks nice and clean under there. I don't see any evidence of moisture having leaked through. It's definitely not wet now, but I don't see any traces of previous moisture having been in there. So far I am happy with what I see. Alright, let's move on to the coils. Alright, the coils. Now, one thing that I learned, always take off the electrical connectors first before loosening the screws, because once the screws are loosened, the coils move left and right, and once they move, you don't want to be pulling on them, pulling out the connectors when the coils are loose. So keep the bolts in, keep them tight, remove the electrical connectors first. Once you do that, the whole harness should be able to come out. There we go, just like that, and you can move that out of the way, and it will expose all of the bolts. Would be easily accessible. There is one particular bolt right here that is really behind the connector. You definitely want the harness to be out of the way so that you can reach this bolt and take it out completely. Alright, goes in the Ziploc. And now when all the bolts are out and the harness is out of the way, you can start pulling out your actual, there it is, coils. There's the first one. It looks in almost brand new condition to me. I'll put them here to the side. Very similar. I mean, not a speck of dirt or moisture or anything like that. Alright, let me remove them and then we'll take a look at the spark plug cavities. Okay, the coils are out. I have them here lined up left to right as I took them out. I like to keep the order so when I am putting them back, they will go exactly in the same location where they originally were placed. Now, once I got the coils out, I saw something that, I mean, it's not overly concerning, but right here in the corner you can kind of see the traces of some level of moisture. I mean, this is very small, very minimal. It's very easy to clean. I mean, it's just, there's barely anything there, but definitely there was some moisture, maybe condensation here in this corner. Now, did it go down into the spark plug cavity? Let me see if I can. Okay, so there is some wetness here. There's definitely some wetness here, or at least what appears to be some kind of traces of moisture, but down where the spark plug is, it's actually dry. It's perfectly fine. So there's nothing further down So that's good. I will wipe this, I will clean it, and we should be fine. Other than that, yeah, the rest looks pretty good. Pretty good. Let's take a look here. There we go. Yeah, that looks all right. Yeah, so something to check, especially if your vehicle has more kilometers. Mine is at around 71,000 at the moment kilometers, which is less than 50,000 miles. I just opened this up for the first time. I believe this has never been opened before, and this is the condition that I'm finding inside. There's definitely something over here in this corner, not concerning, nothing all the way down where the spark plugs are. So I'll just wipe things, clean things up, and I'll reassemble. I may actually change the spark plugs as well. They're not due for a change yet, but I might as well do that. We'll have a separate video on that. All right, take care.